You're watching Cheery TV.
Howdy everybody, and welcome back to Stranded Deep in Conversation, where we talk about all the things that I like to talk about because I like to talk about them. Except today's a little different. If I'm completely honest with you guys. Hope you're all doing well. Today, probably judging by the title, you can see that I'm not too happy to be talking about this today. Or at least it's a negative experience more than anything. Case in point, I had a pretty weird experience with Uber Eats yesterday. And I want to talk about it, but I'm not going to talk about it today. I'm actually going to let someone else talk about it. I'm going to let past me talk about it, because the moment I was semi-done dealing with this problem, I actually recorded a Cannibal Crossing quickie for it. But I realized it was like 17 minutes long, so it was too long, I thought, for Cannibal Crossing quickies. I figured I would just shove it in here, and then I would talk about some other times where Uber Eats has kind of screwed me over. So I'm going to let that play, because I don't think I can really harness that energy anymore, because time has passed and I've kind of gotten over it. But just enjoy this quick segment. So it's gonna be a bit of a story, but it's a fucking doozy, let me tell you. Howdy everybody, and welcome to a Cannibal Crossing quickie. Yes, it's been a while, but I haven't had something that I've been so passionately needing to talk about until this very fucking moment in time. I am so mad right now. I cannot describe to you thoroughly enough how genuinely pissed I am. And I don't get pissed off, like, at all anymore. It's not an emotion that I feel very often. But today, I'm gonna fucking kill somebody. This is stupid. It's such a stupid thing to get mad about, but I'm mad about it. Because I'm mad. I feel no reason to explain any further. So, let me explain to you what happened. From the title of the Cannibal Crossing quickie, you probably understand what it's about. Uber Eats. Fuck you. Alright, so listen, I use Uber Eats a lot. I'm a pretty big fan of Uber Eats. I was, anyway. But I will say, I've not had very many problems generally given to Uber Eats, or I guess Uber as a company. Usually it's the drivers that just will drag my food around for like 2 hours, only to then give it to me once I contact like 4 different fucking people at Uber, and then they're like, oh, we'll try to get them to bring your stuff, because that's really bad. They might get banned for that. And then they bring their food, and then they're like, oh, well, they brought it, so I guess they learned their lesson. Then they fucking didn't, but whatever. It's whatever. Today I wake up and I look at my email, because it's the first thing that pops up when I turn on my computer, because I must have looked at it 2 days ago when I last opened my computer. And I see an offer on there for like, hey, here, you got a free $15 of food. And I'm like, you know what? I don't believe you, but I'm going to try it anyway. And I go and I try to get the food for free, and I'm like, okay, let me order from it's Sheets. It's Sheets. I try to order from a Sheets that's not too far away from where I live. I get like a croissant sandwich. I got the big mozz, which is like a chicken mozzarella, like a chicken parm with like mozzarella sticks on it, and a little thing of fries. It was like a little under $15. I'm like, oh, well, let's try this out. And then I do it, and I'm like, oh shit, the thing actually worked. It's taking $15 off. Wow, what a world. All right, hey, nice meal to start off my day. This would be great. And then I go to check out, and then it's like, oh, here's some delivery fees, and here's some extra fees, and you're gonna tip your driver, right? So obviously I want to tip my driver, so I do all that. I wind up spending another fucking $12 on this meal, which was $15. So I basically saved $2 off of my meal in total, with like all the extra fucking bonuses and taxes and shit. So I basically saved $2 with that $15 coupon, which is just fucking ridiculous, might I add. The amount of fees and extra shit that they throw on your thing for no good reason at all is bullshit. But whatever, is what it is. I was like, fuck it, I didn't even want this, but it's still still technically a better deal, so I'm gonna do it. And I do. And I submit the order. Keep in mind, I'm also on my computer because I saw the deal on my computer. So I'm on my computer ordering this food, and I send it. And the first time it tries to send it, for whatever reason, it doesn't save my address. So it tries to send the food to the sheets that I am ordering from, which is, what the fuck does it? Why would you do that? Why would that be the automatic selection for my address in my house? You have access to my location. Use that, you stupid bastard. And it's like, okay, luckily it didn't go through when I tried doing that. For whatever reason, it didn't go through. It just backed up, and it was like, no, we're not going to do that. I'm assuming because I tried to send it to another business, but I've done that before when I'm at work, and it works fine, so I don't understand why the fuck that worked. But whatever, it's fine. It didn't go where I didn't want it to go. Fine. I then put in my actual address. My genuine, authentic, real, my address. And I'm like, okay, great. It's showing this. It says this. Let's go. We're gonna get my food because I put in my address, and it's supposed to come at like 11. And I will say, I only looked for it at like 12:30, because that's around the time my stream ended. Because I forgot I ordered it while I was playing RimWorld. And by the time I'm done, I'm gonna go back to my browser. I'm like, oh shit, yeah, I had food coming, and it says it's arrived. Enjoy your meal. And I'm like, oh shit, fuck yeah. And I go outside, and you know what's out there? Not a single scrap of food. So I'm like, oh no, did someone take my food? Man, I'm gonna be real upset if someone took my food, because I figured it's been an hour. But also, people around here aren't big assholes, so I don't know why they would just grab the tiniest fucking bag of food the world's ever seen. Kind of messed up. But you know, I'm like, hey, you know, that sucks. Let me go double check the order. So I go back to my computer, and it just tells me who delivered it. It says they delivered it. It says that they delivered it, and then it's like nothing, and then it just shows me what I ordered, and I'm like, okay, so it's been delivered. Let me look at the receipt and everything. Let me look at the whole order, and it's like, to do this, go on the app, and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Are you actually shitting my balls right now? Like, why in the fuck are you able to order stuff on the website only for it to then be like, oh, if you actually want to see what you ordered, you have to go on our app. You have to use our app. If you want to do anything to get to figure out where the fuck your order is, you gotta go on the app. Because normally they show like a picture, and it's like, there's no fucking pictures. I'm like, okay, so maybe they just did they fucking deliver it to me? Like, what the fuck happened? And I'm like, okay, I'll go to the app. And I go to the app, and keep in mind, I had the screen open the entire time. I just didn't fucking really notice anything. I just wasn't paying attention to that fucking screen with the Uber Eats thing on it. And I look at the app, and it says, your food's been delivered. Enjoy your meal. Doesn't show a picture, shows who delivered it. All the same shit from the computer. And I'm like, okay, well, I didn't get my meal, so I'm gonna see if I can fucking get like a refund on it or something, because I didn't get it. And I go through the refund process, which, by the way, again, technically speaking, at this point in my time, at the time, I kind of didn't deserve it because I left it to sit there for an hour. That's my bad. But they also have no proof of actually delivering the food. So I'm like, well, how am I supposed to know if I even got it in the first place? And I go to refund to like just dispute the claim, and it's like, oh, he actually couldn't find your address. He waited for like 5 minutes, tried to contact you actually. Couldn't get to you. And he were like, okay, he made an attempt, so we're gonna charge you fully for this meal. And then they're just gonna take it and eat it themselves, and they're gonna have a nice day. So fuck you, by the way, no refund, nothing allowed for you. Go suck my dick. And are you fucking kidding me? Are you what? And so I go to, and first of all, from here I'm confused because I had the stupid thing open. If they tried to call me or they tried to message me, I would have heard a ding or something from Uber Eats, the website, assuming there even is a ding. I don't know. They probably have this fucking website, the most horribly maintained website of all time. Just fucking bullshitting. I don't know. So there's just, maybe they tried, but I was literally, it was up there. if they were trying to message me on Uber Eats or whatever the fuck, something probably, I assume, would have popped up on that browser. But nothing did. Nothing did at all. And I'm like, okay, well, this is just great. I didn't get any fucking phone calls. My phone's right there. I would have gotten a phone call. I have it linked to my phone, so it could have fucking called me or messaged me or something. There's no messages. Not a single. I looked at my phone dozens of times during the next stream because I wanted to make sure that I wasn't going to be late for work. And so I'm out the food, not everything. I tried to message them to be like, okay, well, they didn't. They didn't try to message me at all. There's nothing. No attempt was made. There's not a single message. And even if there was, I can't tell if there was because there's no fucking message logs. So I can't even tell if he even tried. The only thing in my brain right now is that he showed up. And might I add as well, this is the straw of the camel's back. This is the reason why I hate Uber Eats as well as this driver, because from the looks of it, the driver didn't even fucking try. The Uber Eats and Uber in general, like 70% of the time, my address works. And it works normally enough where I'm like, okay, I'm just going to send it to my address and it's going to work fine. And it does. But every now and again, for whatever fucking reason, if I put my address into Uber Eats, whatever, it'll send it to the complete fucking polar opposite zone in our little, like, residence area. We're on, like, one corner. It would send it to the opposite corner. And so I'm like, and I look, and for whatever reason, after I swapped the address from the sheets that it wasn't supposed to be in the first place to my address, it sent it to the wrong fucking spot. So of course he couldn't find. I even like put notes, like, oh hey, there's like a lamp post right outside, and also a little post that says our number on it. Ours is like the only house in this area that has a post like that, for whatever fucking reason. So just look for that, and you leave it at the door, please and thank you. Fucker didn't even try. All I had to do was just turn around, literally just make one turn and be like, oh hey, look at that. These numbers are a lot closer to this address than the ones over here. There was clearly, very clearly, at least to me, no attempt made to do fucking anything. And again, there could have been. I didn't see it on the fucking website, so maybe they don't even show on the website. So then what's the point of fucking ordering on the website if you're not going to show any of the messages, any of the attempts to look at things? I'm so fucking mad. And are you fucking kidding me? Are you actually fucking kidding me? I just now get... What? In the process of raging about this, I have just been refunded $2.71. Why? That's not even the full order. That was maybe the tip that I took away because I didn't get my food. So I, in a fit of rage, took off the tip because that's the only thing I could possibly do to save some pennies. And you know what? They added it as fucking Uber Cash. They didn't even put it back in my card that they have on file. Oh my god, I'm so fucking mad. I'm so mad. And there's a message from Uber support. Things are initiate a full refund. Okay, they are doing a full refund. Great. Except it says it'll take 3 to 5 business days. Why? You have my information. You have everything. I responded to this as fast as I possibly could within the hour of getting the food. There's nothing. Okay. So they've refunded the tip. They can refund the tip now, but they can't refund the full order that I asked, that I want. Oh my god, I'm so mad. And the thing is now, if I wanted to go and repurchase this food, odds are that coupon code that I used to save the $15 isn't gonna be fucking usable. So now I'm just out everything. I'm out the food. I'm out like the $15 I could have saved. I'm out jack shit. I don't win here. There is no winning. I can't reorder the food now because I'm so sure. It says here it's going to be refunded to my original payment method. Well, first of all, why the fuck wasn't the tip? It's like, oh, I've added the $2.71 to the account of your Uber account. Why? Fucking why? What does that solve for anybody? What does that solve for anybody? That doesn't do fucking shit. I don't want to fucking order food from this anymore. I'm so pissed off. But it's like, and then it's like, okay, we're gonna refund the rest of it to your card, but it's gonna take like a week to do. I wanted food. I didn't even want this food. I just thought it was a good deal. I'm like, oh yeah, sure, fuck it, why not? And here I am, out the food, out the money, out the sanity. Oh my god, I'm so pissed off right now. I am so mad. Like, okay, listen, sir who helped me on Uber to get the refund, thanks, I guess. I appreciate it. I understand that I feel very much like one of those Karen types right now, because I'm just raging about a thing that I technically could have solved myself, but at the same time, no, I couldn't have, because Uber fucked up my address. When I put the exact address. I didn't put the streets that it was my building is on. I didn't put an address of the place next to me. I put my address. And it sent it to the wrong building because Uber doesn't have a map. For whatever reason, I don't know, why doesn't Uber just use Google Maps as map? It's already a great map. And if I look at my address on Google Maps, it brings up my address. When I look up my address on Uber, fucking half the time it won't even bring it to the right place. What the fuck? Why? I don't understand. I don't understand a single fucking thing about this. And then they can't even, and then they were like, they refused to offer a refund. Normally, I had to go through like 8 different hoops to find a thing where it's like, okay, well, put in your information about what happened and we'll look at it. It's like it's just such steaming piles of horse shit have just landed on my doorstep today. And I'm so mad. And this is supposed to be Cannibal Crossing Quickie. I spent 15 minutes talking about this. Because I'm just mad. I have not been this mad in a long fucking time. But I'm gonna get the money back, and maybe, just maybe, the thing is, I'm just mad. I'm just mad because none of this has worked out how I wanted. I was going to start my day off with some slightly cheaper food and a good time playing RimWorld. Instead, I'm dealt this shitty hand where I order food, it goes to the wrong address, which should be the right address, but Uber's too fucking stupid to point out where my house is. And then there was no obvious attempt made at communication, and then he just fucking says, sayonara, I'm leaving with your food, and then I go to dispute it, and it's like, well, he tried. He drove over there. He drove to the address that we gave the wrong address to, but you put in the right address, but we gave him the wrong address, that you are now going to no longer get your food or your money because we fucked up with our map and our system. But, you know, if you could just be cool about it, I would appreciate that money. Thanks. Big preach. Fist bump. Fuck you, Uber Eats. Fuck you, not to the Uber driver. I'm sure if there was an attempt made, which I don't see there is an attempt made, but if there was, I am pretty much to blame here, because as I said, well, actually, it says 11:34, which is when the food was technically delivered, which is a whopping like 40 minutes after the time I was supposed to be here in the first place. But then also, I looked at like a little after 12, so it was only really out there for like half an hour, which is like fair. But also, I had it sent to be delivered to the doorstep. So they technically weren't supposed to make any contact with me at all. So the fact, I don't know. And they didn't, I didn't get a phone call. I didn't get an email. I didn't get a message. I didn't get anything. And maybe I did, but the fucking website that Uber Eats lets you fucking order on won't show it unless you're on the app. What's the point of the fucking website? Okay, I'm done. I'm mad and I'm done. So yeah, it was a bit of an interesting situation, and I just I need to emphasize some more that I did not want that food. I didn't want any of that. I wasn't hungry when I woke up. But there I go to my stupid email. And of course, email betrays me again. Another reason why email is one of the worst fucking things in the universe. I go to look at my email, and it betrays me. And it's like, oh, hey, here's this free thing. You're gonna enjoy it so much. And it's like, okay, thanks. But also, come on. You know, like, it was basically not even free. It was, again, $15 worth of food. I wound up paying like $12 for everything, ultimately, at the end of that situation. And it's like, what the fuck? So basically, I was gonna spend $27, and they saved like $15, which is like nice. But at the same time, bro, that's not really very free. And I think they know that. It's just annoying. But that whole situation was absolutely just brain-meltingly annoying. And there, again, I'm pretty sure I told the ending of that where they refunded some of it to my card and some of it to my Uber account, which is like, why? I just don't understand that as a thing. It's like, oh, here's money you can use right now to get more food, but then it's like, why not just return all of it as Uber cash so I can use it now to get more food? Or why not just give it all as a refund to my actual card so I can say, go fuck yourself? It's like they do it in a way that keeps you wanting to order Uber Eats, kind of, so you can actually feel like you got something out of your money. Because let me tell you, I got like $2 to like $2.70 back from that. Nothing you can buy on Uber Eats was worth $2.70. Alright, so they knew that they were gonna be like, okay, he's gonna want to use that to get more food, and then since he already used that free coupon code, he's gonna have to spend like $30 just to spend this $2. It's so great, and we're so smart. Fuck you, Uber. I'm getting mad again. I'm getting mad. It's scummy, shitty marketing and shitty just decision making that ultimately only gains for them. Even though I got my money back, it ultimately only gains for them because they knew that this whole situation was going to fester in my brain long enough where I eventually just fucking give up. And when I get to work, you know what I do? I try again, because at that point I was so invested in this food that I didn't even fucking want, and I'm like, fuck it, I'm just gonna try again. And you know what? It got there. It worked, but it was, I think it was like 30 cents less than how it was before, just given the shipping and stuff. So ultimately, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck you want me to tell you, Uber Eats. It was just an absolute shitty situation that eventually got me some food, and then I was like, oh yeah, this is good food. I guess I'm glad I did this. Fucking yippee, you know, like I'm getting mad again. I'm actually getting mad again. Once I finished actually eating the food, I wasn't that upset. And I will say something actually made me even less upset, and that was when I got home. Turns out, because I was rummaging through and going back and forth outside, inside to check for my food for enough times where I kept getting angrier and angrier that my ma was noticed that I was clearly pissed off, and so I come home and she got me some Taco Bell, which is really nice. They really got me some Taco Bell, and I was very, very thankful for that, because I mean, I normally don't eat Taco Bell, but that was delicious. Honestly, like, it was like a box with like 3 different types of things. There was like just a burrito, like a taco with like a soft and a hard shell, and then there was like another taco with like, it was just nice. It was just good. It was just good food. It was just really nice food. I was happy for it. So ultimately, that story did end positively, which is why I couldn't really re-harness the rage from it. But I absolutely could have attempted to. I just it was easier if I already recorded me talking about it, so I'm gonna leave it there. But now I just kind of, to at least make this sort of a story. Well, at least like more story, because again, this is stranded deep in conversation, despite the Cannibal Crossing Quickie intro in the middle of there. It is, in fact, a stranded deep in conversation. I wanted to just try to throw in some other times where Uber Eats has drastically boned me, and I'm pretty sure I've also talked about another situation on a separate Cannibal Crossing Quickie, which I'm just going to talk about today, because I'm pretty sure that's the one that I'm thinking of, and it was an absolute fucking doozy. I'm trying to find My Cannibal Crossing quickies. There it is. Let me see. Yep, I'm keeping this in my line. An Uber Eats horror story. It was the first time I ever talked about something on Uber Eats. So apparently, Uber Eats just makes me really fucking hate. Just gives me a lot of rage, which is fair. Because I cannot tell you how pissed off I was when all this was done and said. Because again, I didn't even want that food in the first place. But this time in particular, I'm pretty sure this is what I'm talking about. Pretty sure this is what this one was talking about, but maybe it's not. But I don't care. Either way, it was an absolute fucking disaster this time, because this was a time pretty late at night, and I just wanted to get some food for me and my sister, and I was like, hey, does anyone else want something? So basically, it was like pretty late, but we were all up and just kind of chilling, hanging out together. So I was like, I would like to get us some food, please. And so it's probably like midnight at that point. I think we all got home. Like probably close to like I don't know. I want to say a little probably past midnight, because we were all came home from work. We were all just kind of cruising and chilling, and I was like, hey, yo, we should get some food, because this will be such a great night, because we're still just gonna hang out. So I was like, okay, yeah, let's get some sheets. Once again, sheets. Everyone's my go-to apparently, which is pretty good, because they have really nice food. They have really good food, and it's fairly cheap, and it's also just fairly easy. It's pretty close by. There's basically no way it can be fucked up, because it's just such easy, cheap, tasty food. There's no way anyone could possibly blank this up. And so I ordered the food for everybody, and we got some stuff. You know, I don't remember exactly how much it was, but it was a fair amount of food. It was a pretty freaking fair amount of food. And everything seems to be going pretty smoothly. You know, like I placed the order, it's pretty good. Someone goes to get it. Like it says there's someone on their way to get the food, and I'm like, oh, well, this is perfect. This is exactly what the doctor ordered. And they, you know, go on their merry way. They drive over to get the food, and they pick it up, and they're like, all right, they should be there in like not even 10 minutes, because you live that close to the place, car wise anyway, not walk wise. Walk wise, it would have taken a few hours to get there, but car wise, dude, they'll be there in like a few minutes. So we're like, great, this is awesome. We're gonna get our food. We're gonna watch some like Master Chef or something. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be great. Good giddy gumdrops. That's not exactly what happened, because as time went on, well, I'm trying to word this in a way that makes sense, but I'm just gonna drop the bomb right now, because again, I'm pretty sure I've already talked about this as well. They did not come to get our food in the slightest of a fucking timely manner. They didn't even fucking try. There's no way in hell that they fucking tried to get my food to me in a timely manner. No fucking sir. They did not care. They did not care at all about that in the slightest, because they were just going. They were just going around. I think they were. Well, I'm imagining what they were doing is they had other orders that they were doing, like other like maybe they had like a Lyft Eats or like Grubhub open on their phone, because they just kept driving past, and they drove far past. Like this place again is not that far away from us, and they drove all the way into like the next city over, and we're doing orders, and we're just driving around over there. And at one point they stopped. At one point they kept going, and then I start messaging like it takes like a while. Like it takes maybe like 40 minutes until I'm like, okay, they're clearly not fucking. Where they go? They're clearly not coming. Can I try to contact someone to? And I'm like, hey, are you coming? And I'm not trying to be rude about it, because I'm like, maybe maybe something happened. I don't know. So I'm trying not to be too rude about it. And they're like, oh, hey, you have to cancel your order. My car isn't working. And I'm like, what? Your car isn't working? What are you talking about? I can literally see you on the map driving around. What the fuck do you mean your car is not working? They're like, oh yeah, the car is broke. You have to cancel the order. Keep in mind, this is like 45 minutes to an hour after I even placed the order and they got the food. So it'll only now, when I try to see if they can get my food, do they think, oh, let me tell them a shitty excuse as to why I don't have their food ready. So, and I'm like, no, I'm not gonna cancel. And at that point, I just take it to fucking the Uber Eats, like I take screenshots of all this. I don't think I have the screenshots anymore, because I was on my old phone, I'm pretty sure. But I took screenshots of this conversation just in case they would ask for it, and I went to the Uber help people because I was like, hey, they're not getting my food to me. They told me their car broke down, but I can still see them driving around. They drove well past my house, and they are just driving wherever the fuck they wanted to go on that particular day. I don't know what the fuck they were doing. Maybe they were just gonna feast with their family with all this food I got because it was for my family, so it was like a fair amount of food. Maybe they just brought it home to eat it, and then they were just gonna spit the remains back at me. And it takes a long ass time to get the people on the help service to actually do anything. Like I get somebody, they try to help or whatever, but then somehow it disconnects or whatever. So then I have to get another person, and then they tried some. I don't know. I think I went through like at least like 2 or 3 people until eventually one of them was like, I'm gonna try to get into contact with this person, so that way, you know, we could try to get them to get your food and tell them that this is unacceptable, and it's like blah 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 blah. They probably we're going to like be like, hey, give them the food, or we're going to like heavily penalize your account, or maybe block your account from being able to drive with us. I don't know. I don't know the situation. All I know is that, yeah, that makes sense. They clearly weren't going to bring me my food. They were holding it hostage, and they were like, cancel the order. I'm like, first of all, you got the food already. You have the food at your hands, and you drove away, and you're still driving. So you did not break down. Your car's not broken down. You just don't want to give me my food. And I'm assuming they just wanted to hopefully keep it for themselves, maybe? I don't know. I don't know what the situation was, but I wasn't having it. And apparently, either were they, because they did eventually get, I'm assuming, like, because after one person said, I'm going to try to get into contact with them, which you think they would have just done immediately. You'd think they would have just done that immediately. But after they got into contact with this person, they fucking booked it to my house, to our house. They drove so fast. Faster than I've seen anyone drive before. They got to my house and they dropped off my food. I took my baseball bat just in case they were gonna try to beat me up or do something, because I almost got them in trouble with their boss or whatever. But no, they just dropped off the food and left. And let me tell you, everything was still there. They didn't like eat it. They didn't eat a damn thing. They did not eat a single item on the bag. However, we got it like fucking 2 hours, like 2 or 3 hours after we were supposed to even get the food in the first place. So it was incredibly cold. It was so cold, and it was terrible. But like I enjoyed it because I enjoy cold food. My ma didn't really want their food, and like my sister, she got like a fry platter, which she got really cold and soggy and gross, so they only ate a little bit of that. I felt bad. I tried getting a refund. They gave me a full refund. They gave me a full refund before they even came and brought me my food. They were like, hey, we're gonna give you a full refund, and we're still gonna try to get this person to bring you your food, because this is fucking ridiculous. And we're like, thank you so much, Uber Eats. So I have very conflicting stories with Uber Eats, with the people who drive it and then the people who run the damn app. There's a lot of just weird, shitty situations, because I also refunded that full thing to my card, I think, immediately. And it's like, oh, this is amazing. Thank you. Like, why can't they do that today or yesterday? I don't know. Maybe policies changed. That was like not 2 years ago. It was like a year and a half ago. I don't know. But just ridiculous. Well, no, it's been no, a year and a half ago. Okay, I'm stupid. It's fine. But yeah, so I don't have much else to say. Just generally speaking, Uber Eats has never fucking given me a good. There's like 80% of the time I will say it's pretty good, but the 20% of the time it is extremely bad, and it is so stupid. And same thing with Uber. I cannot tell you how many times I've gotten an Uber and I get somebody after like a few minutes of trying, and then they they're in the middle of like a ride, and I'm like, okay, so who knows if they're actually going to stay with me? And then they finish their other ride, and they see, oh, I'm not driving them, they're far away, and they cancel. It's just like fair. But then there's some people who'll be like right next to me, and then they'll call me, and they'll be like, hey, where are you going? Where's your destination? And then I'm like, it's just right down the street. It's like a 5-minute drive. I just gotta go to work. And I'm like, okay. And then they hang up, and they cancel. they give me hope. They're like, okay, yeah, that sounds good. Bye. And then they fucking cancel the car. And it's like, I get it. You can choose to cancel on whoever you want. You can choose to drive whoever you want. That's perfectly fine. But just come on. You know, like I'm nice. I didn't do anything. I just want to go to work. You know, okay, especially around here, it gets kind of difficult sometimes to actually get a car to where you have to go. It can get pretty difficult. So it just sucks getting one, and then they're like, I don't deem your location or your trip worthy enough to get driven in my car. They smack their gavel and they end the ride, and they freaking drive away, and they blow dust in my eyes. It's sad. It sucks and it's sad. But yeah, that's about it. Uber has been disappointing more and more lately. And again, I can't stress enough, for whatever fucking reason, they don't like my address. Like, there was a time, being alive, believe it or not, I was alive for this time, where they had my address in their system, and every time I put it in, it brought me to my house, no questions, no complaints. But then at some point, it switched to where now our address is a building on the other side of the complex, and our address doesn't exist anymore. We have to put in 2 streets that we live on, and then we have to just tell them which one our house is now, because otherwise they get driven to the completely wrong spot. And it's like, what the fuck? Why is this a thing? How did Uber get worse? I don't know. It's ridiculous. Hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you all next time. Bye now, everybody.